Some of Hollywood's biggest stars were once told they were too ugly, too fat, or just not hot enough for the roles they wanted. These aren't tabloid rumors. They're real rejections from real industry gatekeepers. But guess what? These actors clapped back with career wins that left their critics in the dust. Mindy Kaling. Too ugly to play herself? That's what a network told Mindy Kaling. Before she was the powerhouse behind the Mindy Project, Mindy Kaling was already making waves as a writer and star on The Office at just 24. But when she pitched a show where she'd star as herself, one network shot her down. Their reason? They said she was too unattractive to play the lead, a role based on her own life. Kaling later revealed this shocking rejection and proudly noted that the network that rejected her, they're no longer in business. Meanwhile, she went on to create, write, and star in multiple hit shows, proving once again that talent, not looks, wins in the end. Samantha Morton. Harvey Weinstein said she was too fat and replaced her. Samantha Morton, who stunned audiences as Alpha in The Walking Dead, was once the top pick for Terry Gilliam's 2005 film The Brothers Grimm. But producer Harvey Weinstein had other plans. He rejected Morton, declaring she was too fat for the role, a comment that reeks of Hollywood's harsh beauty standards. Instead, Lena Headey, later famous for Game of Thrones, landed the part. Despite this brutal dismissal, Morton's career didn't falter. Her reputation as a powerhouse in indie films and complex roles only grew stronger. Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield lost a Disney role for not being handsome enough. Before swinging into stardom as Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield auditioned for a magical role, Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia sequel. But Disney didn't think he was attractive enough to wear the crown. They chose Ben Barnes instead. Garfield later admitted that the rejection stung, especially because he didn't understand what was wrong with his looks. But things turned out just fine. Garfield went on to lead major films like The Amazing Spider-Man and Hacksaw Ridge. And Narnia, it faded into box office obscurity. Henry Cavill. Even Superman was once told he wasn't attractive enough for Bond. It's hard to imagine now, but Henry Cavill was once considered too out of shape to play 007. At just 21, Cavill auditioned for James Bond, a dream role, but the director said he wasn't lean enough and didn't take the audition seriously. That role went to Daniel Craig, but Cavill went on to become Superman and Geralt of Rivia, iconic roles that cemented his place as a fan favorite. Now, fans are actually campaigning for him to be the next Bond. Talk about a comeback. David Harbour. Too fat for Blob? That's what producers told David Harbour. Before Stranger Things made him a household name, David Harbour auditioned for the role of Fred Dukes, aka Blob, in X-Men Origins Wolverine. Ironically, he was too big for the part. Director Gavin Hood told Harbour privately that they were worried about his health due to his size. Ouch. But Harbour didn't let that stop him. He eventually fulfilled his dream of playing a superhero in Marvel's Black Widow, proving that weight doesn't define talent or heroism. Jessica Chastain. She was told to dye her hair blonde, or else. Today, Jessica Chastain is one of Hollywood's most respected actresses, but early in her career, casting directors told her to go blonde if she wanted more roles. Why? Because red hair apparently didn't sell. Chastain refused to change herself for the industry, and that decision paid off. She became a standout star and one of the most recognizable redheads in Hollywood. Later, she reflected that people only began calling her beautiful after she became successful, a jab at how Hollywood links looks to fame. Kate Beckinsale. Michael Bay said she wasn't hot enough? Seriously. Kate Beckinsale starred in Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor, but not without enduring some deeply personal jabs. According to Beckinsale, Bay said she wasn't hot enough for the role. Others on the team criticized her hair color and even the size of her chest. Despite these harsh, unnecessary comments, she still got the part. It's hard to believe, considering Beckinsale is widely regarded as one of the most stunning actresses in the world. But even beauty isn't safe from Hollywood's warped expectations. Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling gained weight for a role and got fired. It's hard to imagine Ryan Gosling, yes, that Ryan Gosling, being called too ugly for a role. But that's exactly what happened during the filming of The Lovely Bones. Gosling, a dedicated method actor, gained weight to better portray grieving father Jack Salmon. But director Peter Jackson didn't like the physical change and fired him. The role went to Mark Wahlberg instead. Gosling's instincts might have cost him the part, but they also highlight just how committed he is to authenticity in his performances. Meryl Streep. Even the GOAT got called ugly for a role in Italian. Early in her career, Meryl Streep auditioned for King Kong and got a harsh rejection. She overheard the producer in Italian asking why he'd brought in this ugly thing. Fluent in Italian, Streep calmly replied, apologizing for not being beautiful enough. Jessica Lange got the part, and Streep went on to become, well, Meryl Streep. In an industry obsessed with appearances, these actors proved that resilience, talent, and authenticity always shine through. Which story shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more true Hollywood stories.